Hello, everybody. Welcome to this new webinar about the PlanningPME web version. So today, as you all know, I will be focusing on notification and custom fields in PlanningPME Web. So this session will last about 30 minutes. My name is Marilou, and I will be your host during this webinar. I'm happy to be surrounded with Caroline, my colleague. She will be happy to help me assisting you in any of your questions. So really, if you have like any question popping in, please feel free to write all of your questions in the chat box, and Caroline will be happy to help you. Okay, so I will present you now our agenda for today. So basically, we will review the notification one by one. I will show you how to create a notification template, especially for an event and an unavailability. I will create these two different notifications, and then you will see the result when I will receive them per email. Then we will go through the advanced notification template, which is basically working in the same way. Then I will create an advanced notification, which is in our case a reminder, and you will see how it works and when I receive the email, how it looks like. Then this will be the second part of our presentation. We will mainly focus on custom fields. And I will show you the last custom fields we created in our latest PlanningPME web version, the version 0.47.0.28. I will show you how to create a geolocation custom field as well as an attached file custom field in the unavailability card. All right, so I hope that's clear for you. I'm now going to share my screen and show you our PlanningPME web access. So this is now basically the latest version of our PlanningPME web version. I hope you can all see it correctly here. So we will start now, as I said, with the notification. I will close the two plan panel. So basically, if you want to create notification, the first thing you have to do, you will have to go to the menu data. Then here you have a special menu for notification with the star here. And here, basically, this is the place where I will create all the notification templates. So for those of you who are not familiar with it, if you want to create a notification template, you will have to press on Add. And then this is here, the notification card, okay? So I will now create a notification for a special event. So in this case, I will create a notification that is called painting task, okay? So I will choose here a task. Of course, I will show you later on how it works for the unavailability. I will now add a filter, and this filter offers me to choose a department. So in this case, I will choose here the painters, okay? I will add another filter here, and I will choose the label painting. I will decide in this case to send an email to the resource. So basically, what does it mean? If I create this notification, it means that anyone in the painters department, anytime that is creating the task painting, the involved resource will receive a notification. So I will now save this or and go back to our schedule. Okay, let's see Monica resource card now. As you can see, Monica is part of the painters department. I enter here the email. This is my professional email, so you will have a clear view of how the notification looks like. That's very important. I just want to remind you here that anytime you are creating a notification template, please be aware that you need absolutely to fill in the resource card with the email or the client card or please check that the user also has the email in his card as well. For example, if I go now to the menu data and I choose user, you can see here I am the admin and my email is writing here. So it needs absolutely to have the email entered, otherwise the notification won't work at all. So if you remember what we've just did together, we created the notification for the task painting. So basically now, if I create the task painting for the resource Monica, and if I save it, I will not force the assignment, I should be able to receive a notification in a few seconds. And you see right on time that's arriving. Let me just share this new screen so you can see it correctly. All right, so this is how the notification looks like when you receive it. You can see that the painting task has been created for the resource Monica. Okay? Let me now go back to our schedule. So we are now back on our schedule. I will go back to the menu data and choose notification again. I will double click again on this template. And what is very interesting here is that you can add an action, for example. So if I decide to add an action, meaning, for example, in this case, anytime when the event is created or modified, it can also send an email to a client that can also save you lots of time. So now I modified this template, and let's say I will create another painting task for Monica, and I will now add here a client. We should now wait a few seconds, and the notification should be here in a bit. So as you can see now, it arrives very punctually. So let me share my screen again to show you how it looks like. 1 second. As you can see now, we received also the notification for the resource Monica for the client Zenith Global Venture. And let me check 1 second here. I will share my screen again so that you can see that as the client, I received the notification as well. So as you can see now, as the client Global Venture, I also receive now the painting task. All right, so that was the first example. Let me now share my screen again with you so we can go back to our schedule. All right, so let me now create a notification for the unavailability section. I will go back to the menu data, choose notification. I will press now on add, and I will create, for example, a leave request. So here, instead of task, I will choose an availability. I will add now a filter. I will involve here all the department because everybody has the right to take some vacation sometime. I'm sure you agree with that. I will now add another filter. In this case, I will decide to choose leave or special vacation. Okay. And we are going to implement here a new action. So meaning that anytime the event is created, we relate it this way. It will send an email to the admin. And we will decide to add here, another action, meaning anytime the status changes to here valid or denied, it will also send an email to the involved resource. Okay, so I will save now this new template. I will go back to the schedule. Monica is right here available for the next use case. And let's say, as Monica, I am asking now for a leave, for this leave request. And I will play here both role, Monica's and the human resources manager that received the request, because I enter my professional email address so that you can see both results. But I will create now a new unavailability. I will create here a leave. I will save the information, and supposedly in a few seconds, I will be, yes, receiving the notification for Monica. So let me now share my screen again with you so that you can see the notification for Monica. So as you can see now, you can see that Monica is asking for the leave. This is the first step. I'm going to share my schedule with you again. And let's say now, I am the human resources manager of the company, and I decide to approve Monica's leave. I will double click here, and I will choose the status valid here. And I will save now the information. Let's wait now a few seconds before we receive now the next notification. If you ever have a doubt, please always go back to the menu. As I told you, you can verify the email. So here you see that I changed the status. It's taking a while, sorry for that. As you can see now, we received the notification saying that the event is modified. I'm going to open it and share my screen again so you can see how it looks like. As you can see now, that the status is refused for Monica asking the leave. Okay, so let me go back to our schedule to show you the final advance notification now. Let me share my screen again with you. So you are now familiar with the notification. I will now show you how the advanced notification works. So basically, this is working in the same way. You will have to go to the menu data, choose notification, press now add. Here we will call this meeting test for webinar. In this case, for example, I will choose a task as an example. I will add now a filter. I will say that the painters and the electrician and the foreman are here, the department that are involved. I will add here the filter meeting. And we will decide in this case that the reminder will be applied to this notification. So this is what the advanced notification template is all about. This is basically a reminder that will allow you to remember your meetings whenever you like, because here, once you choose the action reminder, you have the possibility to choose whenever you want the reminder to work. So for example, here, I will decide personally that 4 minutes before the beginning of the meeting, I want to receive a reminder. Okay? So this is now all set. I will go back here and I will create here a new meeting for Monica. And of course, I will do it from today's date. I will decide that it will start at 3:50. I will save now the information. And when I will receive the reminder, I will, of course, let you know that. Okay? Because basically now it's 3:47. So we should be able to receive the reminder in a bit. In the meantime, we will go ahead with our presentation because we have a lot to see. So I will keep going with the custom fields. So this is the second part now of our presentation. So basically, what we will do, let me just check one thing about the notification because I thought we should have received it by now. We created a meeting, yes. Okay, I just changed now the hour. Okay, 1 second. If we ever receive it, of course, I will let you know. So I will keep going. So let's go now to the menu data and we will choose custom fields. So for those of you who are not familiar with custom fields, this is here the custom fields menu. So we decided to improve the ergonomy of the custom field menu, which is very interesting. Here, anytime a custom field will be created, it will be here going in this list. So first thing first, for those of you who are familiar with it, when you want to create a custom film, you can press on Add in this case. And let's say I want now to create a custom field going right in the destination task general. The type will be, in this case, a single choice. I will now give a name to this field, which will be test webinar. Okay. And this will be my favorite is example, which are in this case, the cars brand. So I will write down here Range Rover, for example. I will tickle the board sort and add to contextual menu. I will now save it. And if I open, for example, the painting task I created for Monica, in this case, you will see that you have the possibility here to choose the Range Rover car for Monica to go accomplish her painting task. But what is nice here is that we had a plus that gives you the possibility to enter here another value in this car, another car brand. So for example, if I want to add here Ford, that's completely fine. And this will be replaced with Ford. So you can still access a few different choices and it will allow you to save time compared to what we created before. Okay. Second thing, we improve, we give the possibility for people to filter the different custom fields right here. This is quite interesting. So if you want to filter your custom field, you will have to go back to the menu data and choose again custom field. And if for example, I use here the car brands, if you want to see them in the filter, you will just have to tickle the box filter, save it, go back to your schedule, click on the filters, and here you can click now on cars. Cars will appear here in the filter. And if you want to see only the tasks linked to the Ford, you can validate here and and since I haven't created a task with a Ford, it will show you a blank schedule. Okay. All right. And then one of the improvements we made that is also very interesting in the custom film is the possibility to add the address. So let me go back to the menu custom field. I will click now on add. I will choose the destination, which will be always in this case task general. I will choose the type. And here now, this is all new. You can choose the address. So, for example, you can write down here location. You can write down here complete address for the label. And it will be, for example, the event address. So let me go back to the schedule, reopen this painting task. You have here the possibility to write down the complete address. Here, I already pre-created an address in Paris, and I will now save it. If I go back to this task and if I click here on the small logo, as you can see, it opens a Google Maps. I'm just going to want to be sure that you see it. So I'm going to share my other screen with you. This is what basically opens when I click on this small logo. Okay. So let me now share my PlanningPME again. So as you can see, this is quite interesting because you can even add the address of the location, click on it and see directly where it is on the Google Maps. So that was it now for the improvement. Let's now switch to the next point, which is the custom field geolocation. This is very, very interesting because the custom field geolocation gives you a few different possibilities, meaning, for example, if you are doing a job and an intervention on a site as a technician, you will have now, thanks to this custom field, the possibility to clock in and clock out the beginning of your work. So first possibility. Second possibility, also, it will allow you to see the exact place where the people is clocking in and clocking out. So that's very interesting. I will show you now how to create it. So in order to do that, you will go to the menu data. You will choose custom fields again. You will press now add. We will still use the task general as an example. And here in the type, a new type here is available, which is geolocation. So I will give now a name to the field, which will be, for example, in this case, beginning, clock in. And here, this is very important. Do not forget to tickle the box clocking mode. Okay, I will now go back to our schedule. I will open again this painting task from Monica. And here you can see the new field clocking in. You will click now on the small logo and receive this warning. Please note that all clockings are final. Would you like to clock now? You will press yes. And as you can see now, you have the exact time where and when I just clocked in. And the where basically is here. So if you want to see the precise location where I clocked in, you will have to press now your mouse on this small logo. I will share my screen now on the Google Maps so you can see it. And as you can see now, this is precisely the place where I'm staying right now. So let me share my screen again with the PlanningPME. I created now the custom field for clocking in. I will create it now for the clocking out. So if you understand how it works, we are now back in the menu custom field. We will press add again. We will choose again geolocation. We will call this field end. We will give the label clock out. We will tickle the box clocking mode, save it, go back to our schedule, open again this painting task. We will press yes here again. And as you can see now, you have also the time where I clocked out. Okay, and I will save the information. So what is very interesting also, if you noticed, you have now the small here logo saying that you have clocked in and clocked out. So at least visually, you can see that someone is doing a job or an intervention right here. Okay. And this is also very suitable to smartphone. If I go to the agenda view, you can see also the small logo right here. Okay. So let me now present you the last part, which is the custom field attach file for the unavailability section. So for example, if we go back here to the menu data and we choose custom field, we will create our last custom field by pressing on add. And this time the destination will be different. You have now the possibility to create custom field in the unavailability card. In this case, I will choose to add here an attach file as the custom field in the unavailability card. I will give here a name to the field, which will be sick leave. And the label here in this case will be sickness certificate. In this case, I will not save the information. I will go back to our schedule. I will create now, for example, a new unavailability for Monica. I will create a sick leave for her. I will save the information. So here we are. As you can see now, you have the line sickness certificate, and you have the possibility here by clicking here to add the sickness certificate. I will now save it. And as you can see now, exactly like what we have just seen for the geolocation custom field, we have here the attached file here on the overview of the schedule. And if you click here, you will just have to press on download and it will download the sick leave certificate. So that's really practical and it will allow you to save lots of time. All right. I will now stop sharing my screen. Now the time to ask questions. So I will go now directly in the chat box. As I can see, Caroline presented herself. I would like to know if anyone has questions before I close this meeting. For those of you also we would like to see or learn more about the new feature. I'm also going to copy the page link to features, new features for those of you who are not familiar with it. Okay, we have a question from Carol. we at the moment we do not have the interface with the payroll reporting time, but if you can send us the name, of course, we will see if that will be possible in the future. Yes, as Caroline said, we have an API to make integrations. Okay, I will let you 2 more seconds to ask your questions eventually. Okay, so if anyone is fine now, I would like to thank you again for your time during this webinar session. It was a pleasure to be with all of you. So thank you again. If you have any question, please feel free to contact me, and I will be happy to help you. Okay, so thank you very much for your time today. Bye bye.